Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, how are my snipers doing today? I hope you guys are doing fantastic. Listen up, ladies and gentlemen. We are one step closer to Robinhood. Yes, you heard that right. I will be opening up a part of the Discord where we will have the community where we can talk about Turbo, and I'll also have another chat where it'll pretty much be for the posts we are going to be rating. I think a lot of us have Discords. I know a lot of people use Discord. I use Discord myself. And we will be posting there. We will be communicating there. And that's when we will be, setting up raids for posts. Listen, before we talk about Robinhood and stuff, the news that came out from Turbo, or pretty much to do with Turbo, is that MEXC is thrilled to announce the addition of the following trading pairs to the Zero Fees event. Turbo is on that. So a little bit more bullish news, But the big news that's indirectly with us is, ladies and gentlemen, that Pengu, Peanut, and Popcat have been listed on Robinhood. And you're like, wait, what do you mean this has nothing to do with us? No, guys, this has everything to do with us. And I'll tell you why. Just give me 1 to 2 minutes of your time. So first off, ladies and gentlemen, Pengu, Peanut, and Popcat. All right, let's look at mainly Peanut and Popcat in this scenario. Popcat, ladies and gentlemen, is roughly at 170 million market cap, and it's gone up 12%. So let's just say 10% is 17 million. If we take that away, that means this coin was sitting roughly around 150 million market cap before its listing. Look, its volume skyrocketed so much. It went to 75 million. It went up almost 2.5 times, okay? But if we go to something like Turbo, we can see, ladies and gentlemen, that our volume is higher. Our volume is higher, and we're not even on Robinhood. And we have roughly the same market cap if you take away the 12% increase that Popcat got to date. So what does this mean, ladies and gentlemen? Okay, what does this mean? Guys, this means for me that we are about to be next, okay? We are going to be next. And if we're not next, we are right after that. I mean, just look at the tokenomics, look at everything, right? Look at everything. Our market cap was very, very similar to Popcat's before it got listed. Our volume is still higher than Popcat's, and we're not even listed on Robinhood, okay? We're not even, listed on Robinhood. So very, very good news. When we go to something like Peanut, right? We know Peanut the squirrel had already higher market cap. But look, okay, crazy volume. Got a crazy increase of volume. But look, our numbers are not that far away from these coins with the buffs or without the buffs they're getting from Robinhood, okay? That is the thing, people. That is the thing. So for me, it just means like, well, if they're willing to list Popcat and Peanut, Turbo is inevitable. Okay? And, some people think, oh, no, like, no, this, that. No, I believe we are. Even if we go to something like Twitter and we go to Popcat, right? If we go search up Popcat Solana, they have less followers than us. When we go to their views, right, they have roughly the same. Some post a little bit more, some more or less the same, some a little bit less. But we can see, right? Everything is super similar. Everything is super similar to us. And this is why this is such great news. You got to look at things from a glass half full and not a half empty perspective, because the half full most of the time is the reality. Okay, it really is. So, and I'll actually dive into it, right? If you see a glass half empty, then, well, you have to look for proof. Is there any lip marks on the glass? Is there any water spilt? No. If there's not, then it's just a glass half full. And that is the case for Turbo. That is the case for most scenarios in life. And this is why it is important to have that mindset until there's evidence where it is actually a case of it being a glass half empty. Then it is always going to be a glass half full. I hope that makes sense. So look, Popcat, similar around the followers, engagements, and etc. And look, they're also going to get slightly more probably now, but that's because they got listed. Pengu is bigger. Pengu has some sketchy stuff beside it. So, if for me, Peanut and Pengu with its issues, right, with the owner of the squirrel is controversial. He has his own scam coin, and he was attacking Coinbase and Binance. If a coin like this can get listed, and Pengu, also some sketchiness, if these two can get listed, then Turbo, with zero controversy around it, zero rug pulling, zero this, zero that makes it even better for us. So for us, this is inevitable. Also, this guy is pretty much CEO and co-founder of Robinhood, so we will also be rating him, and we will be rating Robinhood posts. I will have the notifications on, and I will be listing them as fast as I can in the chat. So by the time you guys are seeing this, it will be the first link in the top of the description. And when I go into the comments after, I'll also link it in the comments, but just look at the first link of the description. It's just going to be a Discord invite link, so make sure to join the Discord. Okay, make sure to join. So look, man, I know things aren't like in its peak prime form, but this is actually really great news. This is really great news. I do want to talk about some Turbo tokenomics and fundamentals and the chart before we jump into anything else. I know you guys do like those updates. So if we go to etherscan.io, we can actually see that we are starting to rise in holders again, very slowly. But you gotta realize, with how low and how much things have dumped, that's fine. That is really fine, right? If we are being in a slight loss in the holders, sideways movement, or slight gain in holders, when our price is the worst it's been in over a year, right? Pretty much, okay, not technically not over a year, but pretty much upwards of a year, then that is fine with me. That is fine with me. Yeah, we go to the charts, right, ladies and gentlemen. We can see at this current moment that we are selling off of this area over here. And in terms of the candle close, very weak candle close, and we are going lower. Now, this doesn't mean it's necessarily the end yet. Bitcoin has gone down to 80,000. Bitcoin could very well be retesting off the 78, 79K zone. If it does, that is more signs that Bitcoin is looking to consolidate and start reversing and start going up over the next couple of weeks, few short months. So this very well could be the bottom. I'm not calling it the bottom yet, right? We could have one final push to the downside before we start going back up and start reclaiming certain zones. Obviously, we need to see more evidence. It's very hard to call the bottom when you have a weekly candle like this, just kind of in the open. So we will monitor everything, but I believe the better times are closer than later. I know some of you guys are stressing out. Listen, think about just point A to point Z. Try to ignore all the middle part. Treat yourself well. Go to the spa, meditate, eat well, go get some sunlight, talk to your coworkers, do what you have to do. Love your family, love your kids. That stuff will help you a lot, all right? But that is it, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you guys did enjoy, and I'll talk to you guys next time. Goodbye.